Welcome to Basketball U. If you're new to Basketball U, make sure you slam dunk that subscribe button. And just to make sure you don't miss a thing, make sure you tap that notification bell right after you hit that subscribe button. Basketball U, welcome back. It's good to see you. Hope you took a break from training to learn a few things. Remember to hit that like button as we continue to bring you content daily. We are going to try our best to be every step of the way with you. Today, we are breaking down the side of the game that players and parents have a hard time understanding sometimes. And that is coaching. Not just coaching, but understanding why or what type of coach their son or daughter is playing for, or for you as the player, and what your coach expects of you. So to help you out a little bit along your journey, we will try to give you an idea of the different types of coaching styles out there. We will be looking at coaching with a leadership style, democratic, authoritarian, holistic, autocratic, vision, and pressured coaching. Now, when it comes to the leadership style of coaching, it's about inspiring your team, building their confidence, and teaching them skills that they need in order to develop and work together successfully, while ensuring that they feel supported by the coaching leader along the way. Leadership relies on the coaching leader having good communication and social skills, as well as constructive feedback being important in this style of leadership. The most successful coach will also ask questions to encourage brainstorming and even problem solving. These coaching methods can be an effective way to tackle a workplace culture that feels at best unproductive and at worst failing. So with a strong focus on goals, personal and group development and outcomes, the results often speak for themselves. What is your coaching style? Coaching leaders use one or several of the different recognized coaching styles. Some even use their own approach or model. But the coaches that tailor their style to their team are the most successful coaches that are recognized for including the best way to ensure good results. It's also worth noting that different people respond to different management cues that may tap into different coaching styles that will impact positively on your team's performance and development, along helping them achieve their goals. Here on Basketball U, we will outline the pros and cons of these 5 different types of coaching styles. Democratic coaching. This coaching style gives the team freedom and accountability, resulting in the coach stepping in only when needed to keep the process going. Individuals will feel self-empowered and in control, and are encouraged to give input. With this coaching style, the results are improved decision-making and communication, and greater cooperation. It can take a little longer than other approaches to see the results, but when it comes to performance coaching styles, it can be very effective, as the responsibility is on the team to work together and explore situations as a whole. Authoritarian coaching. With this approach, the coach decides what to do and when and how to do it. All that's required from the team is their understanding. With little to no input, players are at risk of being disenfranchised and aren't encouraged to think for themselves. But this style instills discipline and it rallies the team together also by setting clear goals, which gives a strong focus on the outcome. It can produce good results fast and is ideal for inexperienced teams. Holistic coaching. When it comes to coaching styles towards life, holistic coaching leads the way, with the belief that everything is connected. This approach contends that people are the sum of all of their parts, and that in order to encourage growth in the gym, balance needs to be achieved in all aspects of their life, as well as giving players a sense of their role in your team. It can give perspective on their place in the wider business, helping them feel more connected and showing them how they matter. This style can shine a spotlight on personal stumbling blocks and repetitive behaviors that might be negatively affecting work, as well as offering solutions like stress management and relaxation techniques. Again, this style of coaching can take time to achieve results, and there is a possibility that deeper emotional problems may come into action. Autocratic coaching. Instead of opening a dialogue between a coach and a player, this style tells individuals what to do rather than asking. A coach who is autocratic is in control at all times and strives for perfectionism and excellence, while some may expect certain tasks to be done the same way every time. Players are disciplined and committed as a result, and have a structure in place to succeed. Vision coaching. Coaches who study the style of vision encourages and empowers players by giving them clear direction and strategies for achieving objectives and encouraging focus. Vision coaching feels like a partnership, and it draws on elements of feedback, reflection, and conversation, like a personal trainer, to really motivate and influence players. Yet intensive and short-term, this coaching style can work well for high-stress or overwhelming situations that need fast results, and can be especially useful for teams by giving them a detailed plan. Pressured coaching. This last coaching style that we will talk about is what you will see a lot because of promises made to players to recruit them to a school. A lot of times, obligations and expectations of what could be a special type of team or player when trying to put together an ultimate program can sometimes outweigh the ability of the coach to do everything that is related to the game of basketball. There are many moving pieces that don't give the coach the opportunity to instill his values, development, and building of a program to make an impact that is more long-lasting than just having a good player for 1 or 2 years. This may likely happen at some of your better schools in your area, but it is important to be cautious to research the school before wanting to just play for a team because they win. So which style is right? For most coaches, simply choosing one style isn't an option. Some leaders fall purely into one style of coaching, and personal experience and philosophy shape approaches to coaching as well. These skills of coaching are the same skills that inform leadership in professional, academic, or military settings, and can be arranged around a few key principles. A team should finish the season as better players and people than they were at the start of the season. A coach should learn to recognize the differences between effort and results, between physical and mental mistakes. Also, a coach should model fairness and good sportsmanship consistently and should maintain clear lines of communication, even if the communication is one-sided. Coaching sometimes can feel like trying to push a cloud through a doorway. You push too hard, the cloud will dissolve. If you don't push hard enough, you lose control of the direction you're moving. But the key to good coaching lies in the enthusiasm for the game. At this rate, this is a personal philosophy that takes into account to all styles of coaching, from your personal experiences and your particular worldview. In order to coach successfully, in these approaches it pays to listen to your team, to use their creativity, and to take their ideas on board. Players also benefit from feeling that their leader is present and willing to engage with them. While these methods yield instant results, you'll be in it for the long term with others. Sometimes it's the best way to get the most out of your team. It can also be helpful to choose your approach based on the type of team you have. For instance, whether they are experienced or new, and to find a method that fits with the culture. As with all things, there are positives and negatives associated with each coaching style. Be mindful of the following. Goals might change with or without your team's approval. With some approaches, you may trigger emotional problems. There's also a risk of causing a decreased sense of meaning towards working hard for the achieved goal. But the best way to combat all of the negatives is to keep a line of communication with your team and to build strong, meaningful relationships. Keep your players motivated and be upfront about any changes to objectives. Be prepared to demonstrate your own knowledge and expertise. And if you find that the method you're using isn't having the right impact, be ready and willing to switch things up. From holistic to authoritarian, all these coaching styles can be effective depending on the team itself. The key is to know when to use different styles in building a system of success. There are many other types of coaching styles, and there are also completely different approaches to coaching that don't rely on the coaching mentality. The most successful coaches will draw on some or all of them to tailor their approach, or will flex between styles when the situation calls for it. This is Basketball U. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And also, follow all of our social medias right there in the description to keep yourself up to date, as this channel will have a lot of basketball, a lot of players, and a lot of training and more information on how to play the game of basketball. Remember, someone's always working. Are you?